Oh, hell nah. What's up, dog?
Hey kid,
What?
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. Help computer.
I don't know much about computers other than the one we got in my house. My mom put a couple games on there and I played.
G.I. Joe!
Oh yes, we meet again, fellow lobotomites. It's great to have you back on the channel. And I feel particularly great about being back. So anyways, this video is mainly going to be about the idea of like energy vampires. Kind of slash like loosh farming, right? So the inspiration for this video mainly came from I watch a channel. The channel's called Schizodumpz. He is like a Pepe with a tinfoil hat on. He has a lot of really good information on there. Now, not all of it I would completely buy into. Take it with a grain of salt, right? But his video about social media farms, your psychic energy. I think this is 100% like right on the money as far as what's actually kind of going on in the world. So I've been having to cut back like majorly on kind of social media consumption, right? Because I was like seriously like chronically addicted to Twitter. Like every day I'd wake up and I'd be laying in bed and the first thing I do is like check Twitter, right? And there's no way that's possibly healthy for you, right? And the way the Twitter algorithm is designed, right, it's like social media as a whole, it could be even beyond like Twitter. It's like Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. It's designed to put you through like a giant range of emotions within like, I don't know, like minutes apart, right? Which cannot be healthy for you whatsoever, right? Like it'll be a video, it'll be like a snippet on Twitter, for example, right? It'll be like a snippet of like a Toho meme, right? Some like Toho meme edit. And the next thing you know, I'm watching a video of some like, white guy in the inner city getting his freaking brain stomped out, right? Like really, really depressing stuff and really enraging like videos and whatnot that they show you on there, right? And it kind of go back to what I was saying. It's a whole range of emotions that you're getting put through when you go onto social media, right? And also too, if you look at the apps, right? The apps on social media are literally designed like slot machines, right? Like you scroll all the way back up to refresh the page, right? You do a little drag and it refreshes and it reloads and it drops down like a slot machine would in a casino, right? Like this stuff has been engineered to be as addictive as possible, right? And so Schizodumpz in the video, he kind of touches on the idea that like these people, the people who are running the show and whatnot here, they're feeding off of like this collective energy, in regards to like rage baiting, online arguments, bullshit headlines to get people afraid, right? That energy gets put out into the ether, I guess, if I'm using the word ether, right? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But there's visible energy that gets put out by people giving time and attention to these things, right? And it gets put out there to someone, right? I kind of like the idea that things could get spoken into existence, right? Like if you keep saying something over and over and over again, it's like, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and then you're shocked that it actually does eventually happen, right? Things kind of get spoken into existence. That same kind of energy, I imagine, I don't know the exact dynamics of how that works, right? But I imagine what Schizodumpz is talking about in his video. By the way, go check out the video. It's not that long. It's like 12 minutes. He goes into much greater detail than I'm going to go into in this video. But that energy goes somewheres, right? Like it just doesn't like immediately dissipate, doesn't vanish, right? And I don't know how it works, but it works somehow. I can't explain it. I'm not a freaking nuclear scientist here or anything, right? I'm not I'm a superstitious person, right? And you can go watch the paranormal video I did, right? Like we all know the supernatural exists and there's things truly beyond our understanding, whether you want to admit it or not, or you want to think about it. And that's something that a lot of people still have to come to terms to, is that the world that's projected to us, right? Everything to some degree is like fake and gay, right? Like, not everything is exactly as it seems, right? There's layers to everything, right? And you have to be able to recognize things within that in order to understand that we are not seeing things as they actually are, right? Like for Hollywood, for example, right? There's like stage dramas. So I guarantee you, some of these people up on the Hollywood stage who say they're men or women are actually not who they say they are, and they might allegedly be the opposite gender, right? And they're just LARPing. It's another act that they're putting on, right? Same could be said about politics, right? You have people like Trump. Like back in 2016, you had like Trump and Hillary Clinton pretending to be at ends with each other. When they used to be friends with one another, they talk, casually banter and all, right? Like the world is one giant kind of like stage, right? And it's all just a giant show to kind of distract the masses, and that's what's going on here, at least with like social media, right? And I like I said before, I've been having to cut back majorly on just like how much social media I've been consuming, right? Like I still want to be able to message people on Twitter, mutuals and stuff, right? So I took like the app and I had to like put it on like the 4th or 5th like page on like the app tab or whatever. I have like an Android. I had to put it on like the 4th or 5th page just to like make it further away, as to where like, if I'm like opening up the app selection or whatever, then I'm not immediately clicking on it, right? Because that's how addictive this stuff is, and we all suffer from this to some degree, right? And it's it's not something I like admitting to, but it's definitely something that I want to work on, and some of you guys are probably suffering similarly here in regards to that, right? But the main idea I'm trying to get at here with this video is that we, like, unironically, you need to start like retard maxing. You need to start living under a rock maxing. Like you need to max that shit. Like, you need to max it out. Like, for example, my friend and his wife, they rent a room from me in my house, and his wife was speaking to me the other day. She was going on about all the new viruses and the virus strains and stuff, right? And I kind of just looked at her and I was like, you know how you beat the virus? And she's like, how? And I'm like, you just turn off the fucking news. Literally just like turn it off. Like, don't listen to it anymore. Just retard max. Just don't listen to it. That's how you beat it. Just don't think about it, right? And the way in which the world works now is that the scale at which things affect other people has been like magnified greatly, mainly because of the news and social media, right? Whereas when the country, or at least like America, right, back in like 1920s, 1930s, all the stuff you worried about was in your town, right? Even then, like, what was the worst issue besides like, mass famine or the Great Depression or something, right? You weren't worried about anything, right? You're worried about like, oh hey, I don't know, Mary Sue down the way tripped and broke her ankle or something, right? That was like major news for the town, right? And now it's no longer that. It's like 500,000 times worse than that, right? It's like, there's been an Ebola outbreak in Uganda. Everyone's gonna die. It's over. The Africa has fallen. Billions must get Ebola. Or something along those lines, right? That's like kind of where we're at. It's no longer this one thing is affecting like this one area, and that news doesn't stay contained to that area. It's now that news is pouring on to the rest of the world, and now your time and your energy is now being pretty much completely capitulated to the news being put out, which. Like, I don't want that shit anymore. I don't care about what's going on in Africa. I don't care about what's going on in Asia. I don't care about what's going on in freaking what other Africa, or I don't even know all the continents. I'm a burger, okay? Like, I don't really give a shit what's going on in the rest of the world. All right, frankly, I don't care. Like, if it were up to me, like, I would just literally have it as to where, like, you'll hear about your state's news. I'm like, that's it, right? I don't give a shit what's going on over in California, or I don't know, Minnesota or some other place. Like I literally couldn't care less. I don't want to hear about it. Like I don't want to see videos of people getting freaking, you know, beat the shit out of online and the whole like narrative of the entire country falling apart. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm tired of it. Like I've given too much energy to all these things, right? And like life is short, right? Like we should not be giving this much time and energy to bullshit that's completely out of our control, right? You have to start retard maxing. You have to start living under a rock. You have to like live under a rock coating, right? You got to start doing that. Otherwise, you're just going to be completely freaking consumed by all these other things kind of going out and about, right? Like for example, my dad, whenever he does occasionally speak to me, right? We don't have a great relationship. You can probably guess that. But whenever he does speak to me, he's like, "Hey son, did you hear about those was it like red fire ants or something like spreading up the East Coast or something? Or there's invasive species in Florida and they're eventually going to work their all the way like across the rest of the country." Or he goes on about like global warming, right? Like the boomers got hit. The boomers literally got bludgeoned to death by the global warming propaganda, right? In which, like, if you watch his channel, you and I both know that like the whole global warming like narrative is totally BS, like completely BS. Like, if global warming was true, okay, like you had dudes coming out 10 years ago saying like, "Oh, everyone's gonna die, billions must die flooding from, global warming," right? And you look at that same video 10 years ago where the guy's saying it, and it's like billions, mass extinction event. And it's like, you look around now, it's like, billions are not dead. Oh, would you look at that? Nothing ever happens, right? And then you have like elites who like buy up all these properties on the beachfront and stuff and like invest in shit in Florida. It's like, okay, well, clearly the people who are like running the show here are still buying shit in all these areas they said would be gone, right? Which they probably said that to make sure that you don't buy any of that property, to like confuse the masses and to throw them off, right? But anyways, kind of bringing it back here to my central point is that we have so many people are consumed by things that literally have zero effect on them, and like that energy just goes out into the ether, and it's time for us to stop fucking giving that energy out, okay? I don't have any more energy to give out to that shit. I don't fucking care. Like, I got nothing left. Okay, I don't want to hear about global warming. I don't want to freaking I don't want to hear about any of this other bullshit. Like that's it. Okay, I will no longer be doom scrolling on Twitter. Okay, I don't want to look at any of that shit. I will occasionally click on Toho pages to see what daily Toho meme or daily Fumo meme has been put out, and maybe occasionally check my fellow oomphs, pages and whatnot, and that's it. I'm not fucking doing anything else. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. So, anyways, bringing it back here. Stop giving out your energy to stuff that's completely out of your control. Right? Stop looking at porn. Okay, stop looking at it. Stop giving out that energy, because your energy, schizodumpz, he talks about in the video how your loosh. Oh, by the way, I don't even know if I describe loosh. Loosh is essentially your kind of like your energy that you give out, right? Anyways, like looking at pornography is like a form of loosh farming, along with like all this other like negative shit that gets put out onto social media and onto the news and whatnot. So it's time that we stop giving that. No more energy, right? We're not giving it out anymore. That's it. Like the buck stops here, guys. All right, we're not giving it out anymore. It's done. It's over. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Which I'm not. I'm not going to doom scroll Twitter anymore. Okay. Okay. The main moral of the story here is stop giving out your energy to people who hate you, and stop caring about stuff that's completely out of your control. Okay. And also stop looking at porn. Don't look at porn anymore. That stuff's bad for you. But anyways, if you watch to the end of the video, you're a real one. But that's going to be the end of this video. I will catch you on the next one. I think the guy who made Unholy, I forget his name now. He's supposed to be dropping a new game here in the next like month or so. So I'll probably be doing a review on that new game that comes out that he's making. It's like some cyber type game. I'll probably be doing a review on that. But other than that, though, there's going to be a stream tonight at 6, so check it out if you're available. But other than that, though, that's going to be it for this video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Oh, yeah. Post editing thing here. I completely forgot to mention that the channel has memberships now. So if you want to become a channel member, you can sign up below. The lowest tier is like $2.99. It's Unemployed Patriot for all my guys who are chronically unemployed. Okay, you go ahead and sign up there. I'm not going to shill it every single video or anything. I don't want to do that to you guys. That's not my kind of prerogative. So anyways, it's there if you want it. And okay, that's actually the end of the video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.